Hey guys, Gray here with another Destiny 2 video. We're back with the TWAB this week at Bungie, the weekly update from Bungie about all things Destiny 2. I'm just going to read straight through it and give you the nitty gritty, let you know, kind of give my feedback on some of the things they're talking about in here. Real quick, I wanted to give a shout out to all the support I've gotten on the channel recently. I just started out and I'm already coming up on that 100 subscriber milestone. I'm extremely excited about it. I know everybody's on lockdown, quarantine all over the world. It's crazy what's going on, but it's an exciting time for communities like this to come together. And I just want to take the moment to say thanks to everyone who's been checking out my videos and sharing them with their friends. It really means a lot to, keep us all motivated and going during these crazy times. But with that, we're going to get right into the Bungie blog. So let's check it out. This week at Bungie, the fourth Horseman rides again. Some of you may have heard the legend of the fourth Horseman, a weapon so powerful spider tanks run from it in fear. Any enemy foolish enough to come within range ripped apart within seconds by the arc pellets launched from its 4 barrels. At the invitation of Zavala, you can get your hands on this beautiful shotgun in Destiny 2. They link the trailer right here. If you didn't get a chance to check it out, it's a quick little, I think it's about 45 seconds. It's a pretty badass trailer. It's a really cool gun. I mean, if you just look at it, it's a 4-barreled shotgun. It's super cool. But they go on to say, let's say you want to strike fear into the hearts of the Cabal, but feel this already ridiculous weapon needs a little something extra. Keep your eyes peeled for its catalyst by continuing to upgrade Rasputin through Seraph public events or clear legendary lost sectors of the darkness found within. I'm still trying to get the catalyst. I've had a few buddies that dropped on their second or third run. I think I'm probably 10 runs in, haven't gotten it yet. So it's pretty RNG, but I'm sure you'll get your hands on it eventually. And they continue to say, and so we begin another TWAB, your weekly dose of Bungie and Destiny 2 news. We've got some exciting news on a new Twitch extension, an update from the Bungie Foundation, and more. While there isn't a cat picture hidden in this article, I still expect you to read every single word, no exceptions. And we're going to do just that. So moving on, we've got an extension of your hand. With weekend 2 of Trials of Osiris on rapid approach, we're excited to announce our first Bungie-developed Twitch extension, bridging the gap between streamer and viewer. You can now quickly glance at the current state of the streamer's perks, passage, weapons, armor, perks, mods, catalysts, and more. That is freaking cool. I like that. That is really sweet. Way to go, Bungie, on sort of bringing the streamers together. They know that Trials is a big streaming event. That is a really awesome touch. I'm excited to check that out. They say we're also launching the first Twitch weekly bounty. After each match, you'll have time to react to a clutch play or heartbreaking loss with some Destiny-themed emotes and earn progress towards this unique bounty. Upon completion, players will be rewarded with Glimmer, XP, and Trials tokens within Destiny 2. They say, for more information on the Destiny 2 official Twitch extension, please visit our Twitch extension support or our Twitch extension error code article. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words a little bit. We're also looking at expanding the extension to apply to more activities in D2. Which activities would you like to be supported in the future? What other bounties would you like to see? Sound off. That'd be pretty cool for like world first raids if you could see what people are using, or for Nightfalls if they're running the Grandmaster Nightfall. I'm sure that'll probably be the next application. That makes sense to me. But moving on, we have Light Makers, Light Breakers. With the return of Trials of Osiris, players have a fresh opportunity to put some new accomplishments on display. You may have seen a few Guardians in the wild flaunting stat trackers with their flawless passage count or the number of Guardians they've defeated. By using specific emblems granted from the flawless chest, players can earn unique stats as they complete more passages within the activity. We also introduced a way for Guardians to identify themselves as Light Makers or Light Breakers. It's pretty cool. If you haven't seen that, the different emblems, they make your flawless gear, or just your Trials gear rather, but once you go flawless, the emblem you have equipped makes it glow a different color. It's really cool, and I guess Bungie's really trying to push the idea of what the different colors mean. So they say Light Makers, with the Light for the Lost emblem equipped, help Guardians to their first ever flawless passage. It means the white glows are for if you're supposedly carrying someone. Then we have Light Breakers, with the flawless Empyrean emblem equipped, reach 7 wins on a passage and then continue winning matches. That's the red glow. It's supposed to be for shutting down people trying to get to the lighthouse. They say, we've seen many of you taking on these roles in the wild already and are excited to see how high you climb in the stat charts. Please note, in order for the emblems to track their associated stats correctly, players must have the emblem equipped when completing their respective requirements. That's good to know. We'll be highlighting some of the greatest light makers and light breakers among you in future articles, so get to it. So that's pretty cool. I mean, they're definitely pushing the whole emblem thing. I hope they implement that in another way, maybe with auras like you used to get from the Nightfalls. Maybe you can pick the color of those with some of the Nightfall emblems. I think that'd be pretty sweet. But moving on, we have Smelting Irons. Probably some info on Iron Banner. It's probably I think it's coming back pretty soon. They start off saying, once again, Lord Saladin calls upon Guardians to test the strength of their iron. While power-enabled combat is no longer exclusive to Iron Banner, this is your 6v6 battleground. As announced earlier today, artifact power will be disabled in Iron Banner, as well as Trials of Osiris. Don't worry, though, you'll still have the opportunity to put your pinnacle power on display. What they mean is that the extra levels you gain from the artifact aren't going to apply. It's just your base power from your gear. So you could reach a maximum of 1010 light, and that's as far as you can push your advantage. So then the artifact won't account after that, if at all. I don't think it accounts at all now. So it's just going to be your armor, which is kind of cool, and your weapons. They say this season, Saladin is also offering a pursuit weapon as reward for completing the Smelting Light quest. You'll be challenged to capture zones and defeat opponents with a collection of weapons on your journey to earning the Point of the Stag. This is our one ritual weapon that we're getting this season. It's a Iron Banner bow. It was supposed to come out last season, but it got delayed. But it looks like we're finally getting it. I'm kind of excited to check it out. I hope it's unique in some way. If it's going to be our only ritual this season, I hope it's really good. They say the Iron Remembrance armor sets also make their return up to Armor 2.0 standards. They do the reprises of all the Iron Banner gear. You'll have the opportunity to earn some pinnacle power rewards by completing weekly bounties. Additionally, Iron Banner armor pieces have chances for higher stat rolls now, and that's nice. They made a buff in this season to all the armor as a whole, and I've definitely been seeing a lot more rolls that I actually want to keep on my gear, so hopefully Iron Banners will drop some really nice gear. They say Iron Banner begins at 10 a.m. PDT on March 24th, running through the same time on March 31st. So that's cool. Iron Banner's coming back. Hopefully we'll be able to get some nice gear now, and it'll actually be worth it to dive in. So moving on, once again, we have the Bungie Foundation update. Over the last few months, we've had a few initiatives from the Bungie Foundation to help those in need. This week, we'd like to share some insights on our efforts to help during the outbreaks going on right now, the pandemic that's occurring all around the world. They say, with so much going on around the world right now, we know it can be anxiety-provoking, confusing, and stressful. Because of that, it is more important than ever to lift each other up and put the well-being of others, especially those in need, before ourselves. It has been encouraging to see communities join together in solidarity to keep themselves and others safe and healthy. As a company located in the epicenter of the U.S. outbreak here in Washington State, we believe it is important to help our local community through this crisis. Bungie is grateful to partner with the Boys and Girls Club of Bellevue, which is doing life-saving work for the families there. While all local schools remain closed until the end of April, the Boys and Girls Club is committed to keeping as many of their facilities open as possible to care for the children. That's a nice initiative that Bungie's doing. They say they're providing a $160,000 grant that will enable the club to operate 4 sites across the Bellevue region through the end of April. That's amazing. I mean, Bungie seems like one of these companies who's taking it very seriously from their initiatives, from having their employees work from home through this whole time. It's amazing how they're maintaining the game while almost all of their employees are working remotely. So this is a nice initiative that they're doing. They just kind of go over, what you can do to help some of your local community, make sure you support your small businesses and all of that. They're also saying that they go on to say the Bungie Foundation is also proud to announce its Guardians for Australia t-shirt campaign has raised $1 million, approximately $1.6 million in Australia, to support those impacted by the Australian bushfires. That was a huge initiative. A lot of people got the cool t-shirts. They donated money to the Bungie Foundation. I love it when they do these events. It's really cool. They actually seem to make a lot of difference. I've bought a few of their shirts from time to time as well. So good for Bungie, and it's good to see them taking initiative in some of the world's issues. But moving on, we have Get That Door Open Zavala. During last week, Destiny player support has been attacking bugs from all angles. Crashes, Gambit error codes, and more. It wouldn't be a new season without a few speed bumps now, would it? There has been a lot of bugs lately, a lot of crashes. It's particularly frustrating in trials if you're getting kicked. Hopefully maybe they'll say something about that. They say right here, a flawless season. Since the launch of Season of the Worthy, we have received questions regarding the flawless title for Trials of Osiris. The flawless title can be earned in Season of the Worthy as well as future seasons, so it's not a temporary title. That's good to know. All triumphs must be completed within a single season. If a player has completed some triumphs, but not all by the end of Season of the Worthy, they must earn those triumphs again. That is extremely important. It's good to know that you're going to have to earn all of those in one season so people hopefully don't waste their time. They go on to talk about a couple of known issues that they're investigating right now. They say ornaments for Dunemarchers, Raiden Flux, and Crown of Tempest are not appearing on Year 1 versions of the armor. The Raiju's Harness exotic piece allows for infinite Whirlwind Guard. They have disabled this exotic until they can fix it at a later date. They are investigating an increase in Anteater, Beetle, and Beaver error codes. Only the character who unlocked the EDZ bunker can use the PDS upgrade to clear the bunker. Other characters will receive an error. That's strange. I didn't know that was going on. And they say the Warden Servitor in the Warden of Nothing Strike is not counting as a fallen boss for strike bounties. They're also investigating crash issues in Gambit for players on PlayStation and Steam. So, yeah, a couple issues they're working on right now, but we're just going to go ahead and move on to, it looks like they just have the movies of the week. Yeetus Deletus, that's the name for Middle Tree Striker Titan. That's pretty hilarious. I actually saw this clip on Twitch. I'll try and link it here in the video. Maybe you can see it. It was ridiculous. This guy got his flawless kill with a Thunder Crash Super. It was awesome. I saw it on Twitter. So it looks like that's kind of going to be all with the TWAB. They have a few ending notes. They say, we've been working remotely for about 2 weeks now. It's been a pretty weird time, not going to lie. While we've gotten things straight on the back end to continue our workflows and kick off a new season, there isn't anything that can replace the face-to-face interactions we have at Bungie. I do feel lucky, though, as we have ample opportunity to mix things up online. It has been kind of cool. All the community managers have been a lot more active on social media, engaging with the community, sharing some YouTube videos and clips from some of the PvP players and trials and things like that. It's been kind of cool to see. They say even if your area has gone into lockdown, you can still find Guardians running around Mercury, completing their weekly flashpoint or grinding out some raids in preparation for trials. Share your favorite emotes with one another and maybe even jump into a fire team to strike up some friendly conversation. They say one thing that they've enjoyed most is the variety of songs players have suggested to keep motivated or even as timers for washing their hands. They say, we'll get through this together as Guardians. Much love, DMG. So that's going to do it for the blog this week, guys. That's, we've got some touches in there about Iron Banner and about Fourth Horseman, the Bungie Foundation. Nothing too crazy, no big changes. I think the Twitch extension is going to be pretty cool to check out if it's up this weekend. I think it might be. I don't know if they put a launch date on there, but that's going to be pretty cool to check out. So I hope you enjoyed the TWAB this week, guys. If you did, leave a like below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on all things Destiny 2. It's an exciting time for the game. Trials is coming back tomorrow. We don't know what the map is. I'm pretty excited to dive back into it. I'm itching for it after last weekend. I hope you guys are all taking care while we're all on lockdown. Thank you so much again for the recent support I've received on the channel. It's been really exciting, a really exciting time to start a YouTube channel. I mean, I know that sounds strange. Everyone's on lockdown, but the support that I've gotten recently has been really motivational, and I'm excited to keep going with this. So be sure to subscribe so I can keep you posted on all the latest builds and updates in D2. Take care. Bye-bye.